Hey y'all, good morning. So I know it's not Friday or Thursday, but I have a story time because I wanted to tell you guys a continuation of a story that I was in process, but now here's the final results. So remember I told you that my cousin was having a wedding, and in the midst of the wedding, these are the cousins that I felt was heavily involved in my targeting, not per se the guy cousin, but the girl cousin, because when everything started, she was the main one. Where you at? Where you going? Where you at? Popping up at my house. Long story short. Okay, so her brother is having a wedding. Before that, my son had a 21st birthday party, and he disinvited the sister. Okay, so the reason why my son did that on his own, because I told my son, it's your party, you can invite who you want to invite, just keep it limited out of respect for the fundings that I have to pay. Okay, so he said, well, no, I don't want to invite this certain people because I don't want no drama at my party, and this person usually brings the drama. They look at people crazy or they do stuff. And I said, okay, well, that's your choice. So after the party, the brother calls my son and says, why wasn't him and his sister invited? And then my son explains to him, you were invited. No, your sister was not invited, and explains to him why. And he goes, oh, your mama did that? So your mama did that? Your mama's not invited to my wedding. Then my son, I don't know, whatever my son did, but my son calls me. It's like, oh, so-and-so said you can't come to his wedding. And I was like, what I do now? He said, oh, because I said, that's not true. I did not disinvite him. Why you didn't tell him I didn't? He said, I tried to explain to him, right, that I didn't want her there because she causes too much drama with everybody. And so I call him. He wouldn't answer. And then I tell my son, well, tell them anything that has to pertain to me, please tell them they can call me. My number has not changed. The only thing that changed in my life is the year and the date. Okay? So then that happens. It is so. He calls me and goes, yeah, I disinvited you because you didn't invite my son. I said, that was nothing to do with it. My son supposedly explained to you what happened, that she was getting into it with his aunties, and because her and I got to it in the past, he felt like, okay, she's the common diameter, you know what I'm trying to say. Bear with me. That causes problems, so that he doesn't want no problems around his event. He just want to have a happy 21st. And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I said, no, but we tried to explain that, but you're so quick to disinviting me, and you knew how her and I don't get along. I have a right, if I did do that, not to invite her to my functions, and you were still invited. So what is the problem? He goes, well, because that's my sister. And I said, well, your sister's causing a lot of problems. Even with his soon-to-be wife, she already bumped heads with her. And I said, so you can't enable her to keep doing things to people, and there's no consequences on your end. I said, you're going to be the one to change her, because once she realized that you're not tolerating it, she will stop. And he was like, I understand. I said, yeah, because you have a wife now. Your wife is going to become first. What are you going to do? And he just got quiet. He said, I'm sorry. I really want you to come to my wedding. I said, no, I don't think I should come, because after that, you disinvited me so quick without finding a conclusion or solution. You guys are so quick to find your own solutions and conclusions without getting facts. Just like the situation I said, how you guys haven't had me around the family for so long because you're not able to seek facts. You just want to hear what you hear, and if it sounds good, it's good, right? And he was like, I'm apologize. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Can you please come? And I said, no. So guess what, y'all? A week later, the sister called, or a couple of days later, and says, I really want you to come to the wedding. He really wants you there. He wants all the cousins there. I said, I don't think so. And we talked, and I told you she explained her part of the targeting, that it wasn't her, that supposedly was my family. Nobody's admitted to it. I asked my mom, my sisters, nobody wants to admit to doing it. Okay, so now let's get to the meat of the potatoes. Now we're currently at a current event, and I keep saying, no, I'm not gonna go. Okay, in the between time, you have bridal showers and all these type of parties that lead up to a wedding. I was not invited to none of them. So I'm sitting here like, well, they want me at the wedding so bad. Why they not inviting me to all the events? Because I really was at the edge, like, yeah, I should just go. Because I even talked to my friend, like, girl, what would you do? She like, I will go to the wedding, but not to the reception, because that's where you really have to socialize. But the wedding, you can go to show your face and show your support. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Then I sat there and thought about it. I said, well, they had all these other events, and they're not inviting me to that. But why they want me at the wedding so bad? Right? Okay, so now leading up to yesterday, he calls me, goes, are you coming to my wedding? Because I want to make sure everything's RSVP so I can get everything paid for. And I said, no. I said, I'm sorry, no, but I wish you well. And he was like, oh, what, really? I said, no, I'm not coming. And I was like, why are you so shocked? I was like, it's too much stuff going around. I want you to have a blissful wedding. Even though, mind you, my sisters is not talking to his sister, and even at the bridal showers, they was divided, where it was people on this side of the room, the other side of the room, and people acting like they can't even engage with each other, right? But he did not call them and disinvited them. So what does that tell you, right? Because I'm saying, you said you wanted to disinvite anybody that was going to cause drama. He did not disinvite them, but he was quick to disinvite me. When people feel they have authority over you, because some way in your life you allowed them to do something that had authority over you, they will continue to treat you like an option. You are an option to them. You're not something that they feel like they obligate you to be a part of anything. You're just an option in an option stand. Maybe somebody canceled and they want somebody to take the place as a filler, and they wanted me to be that person. Not today. So the moral of the story is, stop allowing people to be their option. You are the main piece. You're not a side piece. You're not a choice on the menu. You are the main dish. Like, if you don't get this, your dish is not going to be good. That was me just trying to tell you guys, stand your grounds. When something don't feel right, it don't feel right. Don't allow people to come in and go when they want to. You decide when they come and when they go. And that's exactly what I did. Talk to you guys soon.